Yo, Elliot! Interesting question from Nenad. He asks if I can offer him 4 principles that would support him in growing his body consciousness. So essentially he wants to be fully aware of how his body is behaving such that he can take control of it. I would call that, well, the scientific term is kinesthetic awareness, understanding and knowing where your body is in space. But even deeper than just kinesthetic awareness, what you're looking for is grounding. Having a grounded energy that grounds you physiologically and neuromuscularly. So what you just heard me say is that there are 3 layers of strength that we're going to work with on this, right? And that is your neuromuscular layer, which is the most obvious one and the one that we can manipulate to affect the others, because the more in control, and I say in control, take that with a bit of salt, right? I say in control because really, who is in control? Taking control or being aware, which is a better way to describe it, of your neuromuscular system, what's happening in your neuromuscular system, points to disturbances, dysfunctions, or good things that are happening physiologically that are always a result of what's happening energetically or psychologically. Right? Emotion. Emotion is really the tie, really you're paying attention to your emotions, because emotion is the tying together of those 3 layers of strength. Emotion is like energy in motion, right? Our body, emotion happens at a body level, and it works its way from the energetic, psychological level through physiological into the neuromuscular. So we can work backwards to affect it all, and really, this creates a situation where you are well on your path. I mean, this is the majority of the work that I do when I'm exercising that which makes me a stronger version of myself. You're well on your way to becoming an immaculate, transformed person that is growing stronger every moment of every single day when you are aware of what's happening in your body. What that means is you're going to have to take notice of all muscular tension in your body as it randomly happens throughout the day based on the circumstances, and even perhaps while you sleep. You see, most of us don't realize, like I'm doing it right now because I'm paying attention based on the questions you have. I have a bit of tension right here. There's a bit of tension around this eye. I also keep some tension down this arm and in this hand. So a lot of times I'm talking and I tighten this hand, right? Now I'm not gonna analyze it, I'm not gonna judge it, but I release it, realizing, boy, I'm really not in control here. I'm not grounded, right? When you're grounded, that means that your muscular system is soft, which allows you to breathe into your balls. I've spoken about this several times, but essentially the bands of muscular tension across your eyes, these are the areas where you're most readily going to experience this type of tension. Across the eyes, right? Across the jaw. This is a big one. All the aggression and anger and frustration and trapped tears and sobbing is all right here in the jaw. Be mindful. You know, I've got friends that are always doing this. Every time I look at him, he's fucking doing this. Dude, what are you doing? You fucking eating your face? He doesn't know that he's doing it. It's a neurotic holding pattern. All of these are neurotic holding patterns. You see, so if you've been watching my videos long enough, this is not new stuff to you. These terms are you're familiar with, and you know what I'm going to say. So the neurotic holding patterns across the face, across the jaw, across the shoulders and chest, right, and neck, right? Are you shrugged up, you know, all the time when you're thinking, or when you're driving? Are you tense? Across your belly, are you pulling your belly in? We tend to do this, especially as exercise people, right? We want to have flat, firm, strong-looking bellies, and we tend to hold our bellies in. That reduces your respiratory wave. It reduces your capacity to breathe deep, and it stifles the fire in the belly. Literally stifles the fire in your belly. And it also dampens your sexual energy by holding your belly tight. The Chinese would call that area right below your belly button your lower dantian. It's right below where your belly It's a few inches below your belly button and above your pelvic floor, because your pelvic floor is the last one. Are you squeezing your butt tight? Where do you think the term tight ass comes from, right? It's a tendency to either squeeze the butt, the superficial glutes, the deep gluteal muscles, the anus, and the muscles that, the perineal muscles between your balls and your anus. So there tends to be a tension in that area. Your best bet is to begin with a form of meditation. If you can do this, see, I couldn't do this, that's why I use bioenergetics. If you can begin with a form of meditation when you can sit and for 20 minutes, just be mindful of all the twitches and all the tensions in your body, all the tension in your body. Just sit there and be mindful of what's happening. If you find that you're too fucking neurotic, shit is itching you, shit is touching you, you're moving, you're uncomfortable, and you're too fidgety, then you're gonna have to use bioenergetics. You're gonna have to use dynamic meditation. I've talked about this in other videos and stuff. You're gonna have to get the emotion out. Because it's leaking out. Go nuts, right? Go beat a bed with some tennis rackets, scream, yell, say what's coming up. Go with a cathartic gibberish method, where you just say whatever's coming up. Speak in tongues. Do you see? Chant. Hum. These all break up neurotic holding patterns. They all create, they all release tension in the muscle. Shaking. This is probably one of my favorites. Just shaking. Wait, I know somebody's gonna make a GIF. Elliott doing this. Shake it all out, shake it, shake, shake, shake. But vibrating just like I'm doing right now, one of the best ways to break up neurotic holding patterns. And you don't even, when you shake, you start to realize where the holding patterns are that you didn't even realize. Like I was doing it just now and I realized, boy, my glutes are freaking tight. Why are my glutes so tight? Because as I bounce and I vibrate them, I feel my butt moving. So if you get all that tension out, then go ahead and try again to sit. And really what you're doing is meditating. Meditate. And it puts you in a position of awareness. Now, here's where you test out how well you are growing in this regard. How do you speak with other people? I found that this is the ultimate test of groundedness. How do you deal with people on a regular basis? And more importantly, how do you deal with people in a emotionally charged situation? You know, someone who's angered you, or someone who you're frustrated with. How do you deal with that person? Are you still breathing deep? Are you holding muscular tension in any area of your body? Are you grounded in your approach with that person? Are you thinking before you speak? Are you actually listening to them? How are you proceeding with your communication? Or you see, if you watch, and I always use myself as an example because I'm addicted to this idea of becoming the strongest version of yourself. You haven't figured it out. I'm always working on evolution. I'm always working on ways that I could be better somehow, perhaps, right? Maybe that's neurotic, it probably is. But watch some of my older videos, you'll notice that I'm far less grounded. I'm like talking fast, I'm going all over the place. I'm a fucking nut. I still am. But I've learned how to do what you're asking me right now. And it comes across in my presentation ability. When I talk to people, when I listen to people, the way I communicate is all a reflection of body consciousness. It's your body, folks. Everybody wants to work on this, right? It's all in here, it's in your head. This I thing is very interesting. How do I control my body? It's your body, and it's less of a doing, how do I do it, how do I control it, and it's more of a yielding. It's more of an allowing. You are conscious of your body. You are body consciousness. Do you understand? You are groundedness. You are already the strongest version of yourself. You just got to get out of your way. And by practicing this type of body meditation, you start to discover how you're getting in your way. Good luck.
Yo, Elliott.